Okay, this is about to be the power hour of power hours of power hours. Okay, down. I am going to go over. So interesting. Why are there two of those? So I'm gonna do the biggest one first. We're gonna start with district clerk. Um, why are there so many of y'all? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There's eight. Okay, great, beautiful. All right, let's just kind of jump in there. I don't know which one of these I'm supposed to be looking at, but I'm not going to worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so a little background. Marilyn Burgess is the current Harris County District Clerk. Um, I don't know much about this lady, and I honestly don't care to. Integrity is huge for me. And once she gave herself, so she was sitting on, and I've got a TikTok about this if you want to go see more information, but she was on the, let's call it the salary committee, salary grievances committee for Harris County, um, while serving as district clerk. So the county commissioners voted to give raises to the county constables, which made their salaries $260,000 a year. It was an astronomical raise, supposedly to keep up with what's happening at HPD, where the city of Houston has approved raises for those officers. And they're supposed to come in over the next 5 years, except there was no funding source identified. So the city is going to be in some form of a deficit um, come the next few years. And so city council voted for HPD to get raises. HPD gets raises, so the commission, county commission, votes for the constables to get raises. So then Marilyn Burgess is like, hold on, I should be earning $260,000 as well. Now, how much did she earn before, you may ask? She already earned $130,000, and I don't want to beat this over. Yes, I do. I actually do. I want to say this as many times as I possibly can. The average salary in Harris County is $37,000 or $38,000 a year, less than $40,000. In fact, the clerks who do a lot of work in the courts that fall under the district court, the district clerk, they make $30,000 a year. And so the idea that this woman thought it was okay for her to make $260,000 was wild, right? So she was a member of the committee that she filed the grievance with. They voted in favor, including her. They voted in favor of this salary raise. Then it goes to commission, and commission saw fit to approve it. So, who are we? Who are we? So Marilyn Burgess is stepping out, and so we have an opportunity here to select someone. I don't know who's running on the Republican side. Some dude named Chris. Do you have no? That says Democratic. Okay, so I think this is county judge. Yeah, this is county judge. So most of them are unsure. Um, looks pulling ahead. I wonder when they publish this. Okay, so this is county judge. I just kind of wanted to see where the numbers are for when we get over there to that race. And here I am thinking that they were getting ready to show us the district clerk, but what do I know? What do I know? Okay. I don't have time to go and look up the Republican side for right now. I'll look later. Okay. So we have Angie Dozier. Dozier? Dozier. Dozier? I'm really interested to know the okay, she is a well-trained staff is essential to this is her most pressing issues. Well-trained staff, plan is to strengthen hands-on training and cross-training across divisions. My institutional knowledge, proven leadership, and commitment to advocacy, accuracy, transparency, and efficiency uniquely qualify me to lead this office. Not really, friend. No, I'm not going to worry about it. My plan is to strengthen hands-on training, cross ensure new employees, clerks, parking, reliable parking is a real workforce issue that directly affects. Well, that's fair. That's really nice. I like that she thought about the people who actually work in the offices and what they may need. So we're gonna go to her website real quick. Hopefully, this is the tab this one. So for some reason, I'm getting two bars up at the top that do the whole share thing. Okay, so this is her. Join the campaign. Proudly served in the clerk's office as an intake clerk, team leader, civil bureau, trainer, executive assistant, manager in the civil, family, and juvenile. She's been all up and through them ports. I'm running to continue the work I love and to ensure the justice. I'm experienced, knowledgeable, and service oriented. Okay, so she's on the basically worked in the office, so I know how the office runs. Realm. Okay. So we're going to bring this back over here. We're going to go backwards because that was Angie. Now we're going to look at Rozzy. I've heard a lot about Rozzy. I've not had an what training experience and characteristics qualify you for this position? Coalition builder and results driven leader, 25 years of management experience, 15 years leading teams, currently serve as a parole revocation hearing administrator with the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, coordinating hearings and managing sensitive records. I also advanced to the runoff for this seat in 2018 and have since intentionally prepared for this role. I like that she put that line in there. Two of the most pressing issues are modernizing jury services and improving efficiency through technology. Jury challenges. I plan to expand and diversify the jury pool while ensuring constitutional compliance and building on. So I'm pausing because I'm wondering. I like that she's looking at e filing and electronic document management. That's important. Like I said, when I hated having to go down to the actual buildings because it just takes extra time. And if it takes extra time for reporters, then it takes extra time for the general public. Fiscal responsibility, innovation ensures the district clerk's office operates efficiently, saving taxpayer dollars. So we'll get a look see at Miss Rozzy here. Um, it's so interesting. She looks, there's like, I've seen three different pictures of her and she looks different in all of them. Building a campaign, maybe that means she's like chameleon. She'll fit in anywhere. Building a campaign that will listen to you. This website was created to get your input. Oh, way communication, pledged in, invigorate the district clerk's office for excellence. Campaign briefings. What does that mean? I get it, girl. I had thoughts of writing a blog too. I had thoughts of updating the campaign news tab too, but sometimes them campaigns move a lot quicker than you can unless you've got a major machine behind you, which most candidates outside of some major races and like also getting backed by the party and all these people. That's why endorsements do kind of matter, because some endorsements trigger a influx of donations. But anyhow, so to improve, her vision is to improve the district effectiveness by proactively exercising and performance evidence-based budget allocation, more expansive, open and fair jury pool selection process. My only thing, how many jury trials are there at that level? I mean, again, not my. Well, we should look. We're not right now. Okay. That was Rozzy. Donna Glover. I need to get a picture on this woman. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Vote for me, Donna G. I'm number 3. Go ahead. I love it. And then she's got it in Spanish as well. Why haven't other candidates associated with Harris County advocated for changes before now? No need to fear. Glover is here. Whoever wrote this has got writing voice. Updating technology, increasing accessibility. I like that. I like that. Improving customer service. I do enjoy this part. I'm pretty big on that. Okay, nice use of some AI in there. You got to use what you got. Native Houstonian, went to Lamar High School, grew up in Sunnyside. Program manager, educator, and community advocate. Has led major initiatives that improved operations, multi-million-dollar budgets, overseeing educational improvement. Uh, hmm. Okay, so she's worked in Prince George's County Public Schools, which is out in Maryland, out in the DC area. Um, okay, so she doesn't work directly with the district clerk's office and is leaning mostly on her management and community, mostly her management skills working in public programs, including the patent office. Hmm. I see you, Donna. I see you, friend. I see you. I do want to see what her answers were to these questions. As an educator and administrator, I have extensive experience safeguarding sensitive information, producing accurate documentation, and providing consistent, high quality service to diverse populations, well versed in working with all stakeholders. What are the 2 most pressing issues? It is the office's processes and safeguards. Processes and safeguards millions of records. Delays or errors can disrupt court proceedings and harm public trust. I will conduct a comprehensive review of workflows to identify issues and redundancies, implement standardized. And see, this is where Rozzy and what was the other woman's name? Rozzy and Dozier have a little bit more information already than Donna Glover does, but Donna Glover seems to have more management experience, which I like because that's what that position requires. I have met this person before. Let's see what she looks like. Ah, I've met this person several times actually. And I've met her several times actually. It's very nice. Like, it's always pleasant when I've met her. Okay, the people's office. You daggone Skippy. I'm ready to lead for all of us. Okay, well, tell us about you then. That's your boo thing. Understood. As I work for Harris County, I'm proud to stand as a candidate. As I run. 23 years of service in the district attorney's office. Holds a bachelor's degree in management. This is such a great pool of candidates. How do you pick? How do you pick? What are your priorities, friend? Transparency and public access. Modernizing. This looks very simple. This is with the jury. Strengthen jury engagement. Modernize and streamline. They all got the same daggone platform. I wonder if they know that. Okay. So that was Desiree. And now we are going to do Alex Maldonado. He's an educator with academic background in applied mathematics and statistics, trained to analyze data and improve process outcomes. 21st century has transformed technology. Most pressing issues are efficient, user-friendly IT system. I do like that he's looking at that, and that he has the background. Oh shoot, I didn't show y'all this. Okay. So he's got a technology background, has done some research at Rice University. And I kind of like that he has that because, yes, all of our systems need to be updated. It is absolutely ridiculous that we are so far behind technology wise, technologically. Yep, I like that word. And we have Rice University, we have the Ion District, we have a very strong ecosystem of tech founders. And so, really, any office could just go up the street, throw a stone, and they'll hit someone who could help them to optimize and modernize the office. So, uh, ensuring that they're responsive and accurate, prioritizing user friendly technology, the issues, advocating and increasing jury duty pay. This is the first time we've seen that. hmm And he says it's for equality purposes because young adults, African Americans, and Hispanics are often underrepresented. Okay, I kind of like that he's thinking about that. Um, I actually very much like that. The rest of them were the same as the other candidates. I mean, some of these offices, it is what it is, right? I mean, they have the same issues. The issues are what the issues are. Okay. Oh my gosh, the AC finally turned off, and I am grateful for that because my good gracious. All right, so we're gonna look at Pernell Davis. We're gonna go straight to his website. Oh, that's a cute website. That's a good website. Keep the wheels of justice turning. And here goes a message. The Harris County District Clerk is the most important job that most residents know the least about. But I know firsthand that the District Clerk's office is what keeps the wheels of justice turning in Harris County. A well run District Clerk's office can mean the difference between you serving proudly as a juror or losing a day of work or time with your family. It can mean preserving the key piece of evidence that convicts the guilty or clears the innocent. It can mean protecting a family from abuse or helping finalize the adoption of a foster child. I have deep experience managing large government agencies and have seen up close how government can. Okay. The district clerk, oh, I like that they tell us they manage the jury process, keeps evidence used to trial secure, and manages records. Oh, he's endorsed by Adrian Garcia. So there are very few electeds that I am willing to just say straight out um, my thoughts, but Adrian Garcia, I don't really trust him. And I don't trust anything that he endorses. Um, he's Purnell's got some good background. If you can see, I just kind of deflated because Purnell's the most qualified candidate with extensive experience both in managing large government agencies. He's worked for Precinct 2, which is Rodney Ellis. For the last 7 years, he served as Deputy Chief of Staff for Public Safety and Organizational Development, managing more than 400 employees. Previously served as Budget Director for Precinct 2. I mean, it's great experience that, because like I said, the district clerk's office is massive and there are tons of people who work under the district clerk. So having the experience of large teams is helpful. He comes from a law enforcement family. Mom is a police officer in New Orleans. He served as a deputy constable in Harris County and a sergeant in Fort Bend County. Interesting. Um, I do see him out in the. Mm. So he does stuff for seniors. He does a lot of community service. He's recognized for his work. So that's Purnell. Let's come over here. I'm sure his answers are going to be fantastic, well rehearsed over here. I will make targeted change to improve how the office serves the public attorneys, improve online access to court records and case information, expanding transparency, and making it easier for users to track filings, deadlines, and case status. Strengthen and modernize the jury process. Jury service is one of the most direct ways residents interact. Enhance the passport acceptance program by improving appointment availability, customer service standards, and operational efficiency. Mm, okay. So this race is more than likely going to go into a runoff because there's way too many of them, and I'm not seeing any that are completely a complete flop of candidates. Um, he has practiced. Daryl Jordan has practiced law for 20 years. Served as a criminal court judge for 8 years, giving me an in-depth understanding of court operations, case flow. I work daily with district clerks, court staff. See, I forgot to say, the reason that we're seeing so many people in this race is because of that salary. There's some people that are looking for that salary. I'm not saying Daryl. I just wanted to note that um, modernizing describe. So he wants to modernize infrastructure and technology to increase jury participation. Around 20% of those summoned report to jury duty. I love jury duty. So he also wants to increase the pay for jurors. Okay. So that's Daryl. Oh wait, I do kind of want to see what him look like because for all I know, I've run into this man once or twice. I really hope some of these candidates that I can't remember their name, I hope they don't get on him and be like, "Oh, for real?" And it's like, I mean, I don't mean it like that. That look at his boo thing. Efficiency through innovation, spend life. What's okay? I don't think I've ever run into him. I would remember that accent. All right, on to the last person, which is Carlise Lale. A nurse practitioner restoring. Oh, I have looked up these people. Did I look up this whole race already? Because, like, it's giving, I've seen some of this information. No, I don't think I did. Did I? If I did, forgive me. Okay, so, because I remember the care thing, or maybe I looked her up for some other reason. So she is a nurse that is trying to make the transition to district clerk, which I found to be really interesting when I looked it up the first time. Here, I will give. So she's restoring trust. This is really interesting. She grew up in South Park and Third Ward. Jack Yates grad. You know, I love a Jack Yates grad. Worked in television production for nationally syndicated court TV shows such as Judge Alex and Christina's Court. I just cannot. This is such an interesting race for her to go into. But this makes sense. She works with youth and communities, so maybe she's an AKA. Okay, friend. Okay. Longtime volunteer with the Houston Livestock, and that's a big deal. The people who volunteer with the Houston Rodeo is a really big deal. Like they actually do work on those committees, so I will give them that. All right, so that is the Harris County District Clerk. I have narrowed it down in my head to the top two or three people, and I'll make a final decision in La Mañana. Okay, so that was one of the big races. The other big race is county judge, and there's not a whole lot of that. So, um, I'm not even gonna waste my time to look it up because I already do the thing, research the stuff. So, I can tell you that Letitia Plummer is nope, she is not a current councilwoman. Um, she is now a former councilwoman. She was at large position number 4. And if you have been tracking, that is the position that I ran for last year. It is a citywide seat, so an at large seat. Um, and she had been in the seat, I think it's for 6 years, following Amanda Edwards, who just ran for Congress. So she had been in that seat. She seems to have done some really good work. I've met her multiple times. I've actually made calls on her behalf. Um, I find her to be personable, knowledgeable, and community focused. Like, and I'm talking about, remember when I say community, I'm talking about regular schmegular people. She tends to be focused in on the regular schmegular people while also aware of the broader game, if you will. So I've appreciated seeing her. Anise Parker is a former mayor of Houston. Years ago, though, I want to say it's been almost 2 decades since she's been out. She was endorsed by Adrian Garcia and a bunch of other current electeds that I'm sure she's got relationships from way back then. She did some great stuff when she was mayor. The bike lanes that you see around Houston, a lot of that is attributed to her. So I appreciate her past record. Um, like she was one of the candidates that, or one of the electeds that I remember sitting down at the kitchen table and talking to my grandpa about while we read the Houston Chronicle. and debating because he was very much not about the fact that she was queer. He was not a fan of the bike lanes, hated the bike lanes. And so we would have these debates, right? So I very much enjoyed Anise Parker back then as mayor. And then now we have Matt Salazar, who I don't know very much about at all. Hey, guy, that's such a nice picture of him. I chose to run because I'm not willing to let my son grow up in a county run on autopilot. That's legit, friend. It's time for leadership with a soul, not just a script. You ain't lying. Well, tell me about yourself. I grew up in Lubbock and Hereford, a single mom who worked more hours than the day ever really held. From her, I learned early that opportunity isn't handed over, it's learned. He actually wrote this. It's earned, recognized when it finally knocks. I learned that what most people call luck is really just preparation waiting for its moment. A missionary playing basketball. Before he was 25, he'd lived a few lifetimes. A missionary playing basketball in Belgium, a youth pastor, a father figure to boys wrestling with the world, and a general contracting apprentice learning the dignity of building beside something that lasts. 2009, I packed up my life and moved to Houston simply because I hadn't been here yet, and because something in me knew that the next chapter needed new soil. I eventually graduated from U of H and poli sci and minor in religious studies, a pairing that in hindsight explains a lot about why I see people the way I do and leadership the way I do. Since then, I've worked across nonprofits, government contracting, consulting, and small business ownership. I've sold land over all over this state. I've sat at kitchen tables and board tables. I've listened to ranchers, CEOs, parents, students, and folks who feel invisible to everyone but the world they're trying to hold together. Yeah, but what's your background, friend? So the plan, the county is who we are. The plan is how we move deliberately, boldly, and with both feet on solid ground. I don't like that I can't see this. Oh, break down silos. Harris County is too big, too diverse, and too full of talent to settle for outdated systems and political something. Interesting fella. How have I not met you? And more like, why haven't I seen? Why haven't I? 6+1 plan. One, we must be honest about. We're not predicting the future, but we will be prepared for it. I like that. That's cute. Honest money. The only thing is, Harris County is a beast. It's a beast. And the judge serves as the mayor of the county. Think of it like that, um, if you need to. And the thing about it is that if I've learned nothing else about Houston's electeds and political atmosphere, it's that they really run on relationships and yes, money. But I'm not. I don't worry too much about the money side. But they do run off of relationships and all that good jazz. Um, I don't always say this, but in this case, I wonder whether he has enough connection to those relationships. And I truly don't know because this doesn't tell me enough. Uh, but not a bad candidate for sure. Not a bad candidate. Um, oh crikey, what did I do? Wait, what did I do? Where am I? I clicked on. Okay. Was I? Oh, the Republican candidate. Who are they? Who is they supposed to be running up against? Oh yeah, that Orlando dude. I know I see his signs all over the place. Um, oh, he's over Vo's Media. Oh my. How interesting did this rabbit hole really get? That how interesting. That's that guy. So he's over a new-esque media outlet that is focused focused on Hispanic, Latino community. I can't. That's their person, huh? Okay. That is 9 times out of 10 their person. Now, anybody could come from behind, right? So the question is, who do we think can beat this media dude, super conservative? It ain't gonna be Matt. It ain't gonna be Matt. And that must be why a lot of people are trying to lean one way. Okay. So I think we did that. I am satisfied with that lookup. Um, all right. Last one for tonight. District clerk, county judge. What was the other one, God? This is district clerk. We did that. Oh, county attorney. All right. So let's do Abby Kamen first. So Abby Kamen is let me show you the thing. So we're here, county attorney. So Abby Kamen is she can't possibly be sitting in the seat now. She's left a vacancy. She on city council. She was district. Excuse me. She was district C, and she dropped out of the seat earlier this year for her to run for county attorney. Now, remember, county attorney is open because Christian Menifee dropped out of the office for him to run for District 18 Congress. So he dropped out. Abby dropped out of her seat in order for her to jump over to county attorney. And these terms sound like they're just moving around. I mean, they are like, but I don't mean it in a negative way. So Abby has been on city council since 2019, and she's so petite too. She was uh, so she is a firecracker from what I see, and she is does she say she's the first woman who's ever been actively pregnant on city council, something like that. So she is a mom and an attorney. Okay, so this says, as an attorney, I took on Greg Abbott and Kim Paxton to protect our voting rights. As a nonprofit leader, I took on neo-Nazi hate groups to keep Houston area families safe from bigotry and violence. As a city council member, I took on domestic abuse, gun violence, and repeat offenders plaguing neighborhoods with nuisances and neglect, including bad actor bars that create a public safety risk for residents of surrounding neighborhoods. I took on Greg Abbott again when he withheld flood protection funds from Houstonians and won't stop fighting back against his constant attacks on local control. Okay, so she is going to fight Trump. She's a native Houstonian. Where'd you grow up, girl? Oh, I should say District C represents the Heights and some surrounding areas, but basically the Heights. I wonder where she grew up. Stand up families, defend voting rights, keep children and families and seniors safe. I'd love to talk to her about supporting the survivors of domestic abuse. Um, there is a woman I know who is trying to change a law for domestic violence. Oh, excuse me. Okay, reduce gun violence, reform, protect our environment, and hold polluters accountable. We need that in Houston. There has been um, not enough attention given to the environmental issues in our county. And it's, I don't know, it seems like the only residents who care are the ones who live right next to it. But environment is the environment for all of us. So protect Harris County consumers, crack down on slumlords, please, please. Because if I get another report, okay, keep up with threats posed by AI, thank you. Protect Harris County workers, defend local control. Yes, so one of the things, that has been happening over the years is that the state passes laws and policies and regulations that supersede what is said on the local level. Okay, girl, I am not getting into all your bills, but I appreciate you for having put them in there, but I won't be looking through that. Okay, so that's Abby came in, and who's running against Abby? Oh, that's Audrey Lawton Evans. Let's see if I got that right. Audrey Lawton Evans sure did. Okay, so um, Audrey is absolutely someone that when you get to meet her, you'll appreciate having gotten to meet her. Okay, so she's a civil litigator with close to 50 jury trials. She has served as Harris County civil court judge since 2021. Highly respected jurist who also serves as administrative judge for all Harris County civil courts, helping manage the court system. We're looking at Harris County attorney. I had to remind myself. Began at the Texas Attorney General's office, served as a disciplinary lawyer, 9 years in private corporate practice, has overseen a staff of 50. That's special. Day one, Judge Lawton Evans will be ready to be the people's lawyer. Jack and Jill, that's why I've seen her name all over the place, because she goes to Wheeler. Wheeler is one of the most active, politically active churches in Houston and has a long history of being civically engaged. So, if elected, Judge Lawton Evans will build on the strong foundation of County Attorney Christian Menifee's work to make Harris County a better and more affordable place to live. Defending Harris County from right-wing extremists, protecting our environment, protecting consumers, building a better government through transparency and accountability. And please tell me you're the last one in this race. Let's see what all endorsements she got. Boris Miles. Commissioners. Smokey Phillips, who is a constable. Former Houston City Council members. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Makes sense. She got HBAD and the Progressive Caucus. And Run, Sister Run. And then all these precinct chairs. You better than me, girl. There are so many precinct chairs. And to call them all up is, anyway. And I have my own community leaders. I know some of these names. And see, when you play the endorsement game, I don't know. Let's see who Abby got. Abby and Audrey. Sounds like a TV show. See, I skipped all over hers. She looks very excited to be in whatever meeting she was just in. Congress members, state reps, Adrian Garcia, by God Almighty, help me, Lord. Be a fence. Be a fence. Shit, 3 of the current council members, because she's on council. Metro board members, former city. Oh, Robert Gallegos. All the traditional. Oh, she got Young Dems. I can tell you, like, the Young Dems is a wild card. They do truly interview and look for folks. She got a few faith leaders in here, including from the church that I grew up in. Community leaders. Now I'm honestly just being nosy because I feel accomplished. I have finished what I am going to review with y'all. Mostly because your girl is tired, and I will be looking at the rest of those judges in La Mañana. I will vote mañana tomorrow. I will vote tomorrow. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Bye. Thank you for joining in. However many people, I am so going to clip this up because remember, we've got runoffs coming up. And then we're going to have the November election. So this research was not for naught.